brilliant writers in Yoruba that write in Yoruba, like brilliant work, they tend not to see the accolades. They tend not to receive the accolade they are due. Like, I was reading some Yoruba literatures recently, and the use of proverbs were so detailed and was so rich than that of which was seen even in the one glorified things fall apart. So I'm saying that, how do writers of today blend, you like write indigenously, but still get this global attention that they are due?
That's a good question.
Let me emphasize it again.
Mr. Kenny, that is not a question, that's the essay. Please, you are not writing.
I've heard your question. I've heard your question.
All right, so let Mr. Kolatubos answer that question. Over to you, sir.
Yes. Yeah, there's an important question about how do writers who write into a small language audience, how do they get global appeal? It's a profound question because because there's many things locked in that question, which is that, what's the purpose of writing? Is it to get appeal, global appeal? Is it to get rich? Is it to get famous? Is it to get women? If you can figure out why you write, I guess that would help understand, what your motivation is or what you expect from it. When Fagunwa wrote in the 50s, if there's Yoruba language in the schools or any other language in Nigeria, because we don't speak language to our children, because globalization has given us Sesame Street and all the other things to work with, many of our people have lost, the deep well resource that they could use to write new work. Now, new people are writing today. You can find very many, a few of them, not as many as could be. I know that Aremo Yusuf Balogun, I should mention his name. He's written at least 2 books. I know one, Shegilola Aromire Ogido, and another one that he wrote called People Read It. The book will get his own followers, and if it's translated into one language, then it can be translated into more, and then you become rich, you become famous, you become all of those things. So, yeah, there's a chicken and egg situation. Publishers ask, how do we make money from work like this? Writers ask, where do we find a way to publish? So somebody has to give at some point. The publishers have to take a risk, whether there's money or not. And then hopefully if there are more readers, then they take risk on more work, and more work gets published. And eventually the literature space and industry for Nigerian language writings would thrive. And then we can have more translations. And so people who read it in Yoruba, if you don't speak Yoruba, then you read it in the translation. We who discuss books need to make sure we don't put only English books on the syllabus. People who make school decisions, for instance. I still hate the idea that in Nigerian schools, we have literature in English as a subject. No, it should just be literature. And then have books from, stop. We should have books from different languages, and then have them in translation if possible. Have some of the writers come in and discuss their books. Have and then we who work in technology also create more tools. For instance, you could give a text to your phone and ask it to read it out to you because it's in English. You can't do that for most African languages. I mean, more people are creating text-to-speech applications in Nigerian languages now. So imagine if you have a textbook in Yoruba and you can't read it, but you understand Yoruba, because I know people who exist like that. Then you can where they go. The people, even those who come from places where the languages are spoken, are not spoken to at home. So go to school, say that people should have a credit in the Nigerian language before they leave secondary school. That, I think, is an education, a particularly activist way, a way where you deliberate about your decision to make sure people can learn and use the language. English can be an optional subject because, again,
it's time for pictures, please. While we want to take the picture, we want to call on the chairman of Kora, Chief Kada Dunroku, to honor this picture. Sir, a round of applause, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Latif Onetunde, the moderator, where is he? Okay. So while we wait for the moderator, let's do photographs, please. Mr. Kenny. All right. Okay, photographs, please. Pictures, please. Okay. So while we are taking the photographs, by far at my right hand here, you can see something, African, something indigenous, okay, speaking about Ogo. Okay, so for a few minutes, we'll be hearing a bit about these products, and this segment is going to be integrated with Ngugi Togo from Monday down to the end of this festival. And this is an avenue for us who have old books at home. Probably you have read all the books in your shelf, in your library. Then you want to change the book. This is an avenue. This organization will be with us from the beginning of the festival to the end. So feel free when you're coming tomorrow to bring a book and swap with a book here. So you want to read books, new books. Probably you have the old books in your shelf. You want to give it out. Bring one here. You're not giving it out for free. You bring one here and you swap with a new one. I take it too. Do you understand? So this is another initiation to promote literacy in Nigeria. What we are doing, I'm going to give them a few minutes to talk about what they do and how we're going to get use of this opportunity. Thank you.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Jessie. I will be here from now to Sunday. And we are a skincare brand and a book club. Now, our book swap is basically that we started the book swap because we found out that books are actually getting really expensive now, especially even with Nigerian authors, even with authors from the UK, the US. So we created the avenue to actually swap books, especially for students and low-income people, and even people that are lovers of books, that you could bring a book and swap a book, and then if you would like the book back,